All right, guys, how's everything going? This is our February 15th meeting. We get Christine in. How you doing, Christine? This meeting is being recorded, and it's going to be posted to our YouTube channel like the rest of them, but I always like to say it up front. So did anybody get to the NIAP meeting? I know a few of you were there. It was the legislative meeting, and it was really informative. Al Karam with Shenandoah spoke about the electric bus and the infrastructure that's needed to put it all together. So once you buy the bus, that's one deal, but just having the chargers and what it takes to continuously maintain this system is what he spoke about, and the funding that's there. And he actually offered to present at our organization about this as well, which we might take him up on. Yeah, I know we're looking for somebody for May 11th, and we could use Mr. Karam there. Okay, our last meeting was held on January 18th, and Roger Harrod with Matthews Bus Sales presented on Braun lifts. And it was really informative meeting. He spoke about the Millennium 2 premium lift, the Century 2, and the Vista. And they have two different ID tags. One of the common issues with the lift is the ground problem. He said to always check your grounds when you're doing your PMs. Make that part of your PM to check the grounds. All the lifts must be used on a flat surface. That's how they're designed to use. So, that's not always available at some of these bus stops, but that's where they're designed to be used. You shouldn't ride the lift up and down with the student. It creates the lift to be out of balance, and it creates uneven wear on the bushings. You can now scan the barcode on the lifts, and the manual and the parts will come up. Parts breakdown, manuals, operating instructions, just with scanning the barcode with your smartphone. There's a test connector that any of us who've been working on them for a while know about. You push the little white test connector in, and it allows you to operate the lift without any of the safeties. He went over where all the switches are. He went over how to adjust it properly. I'm not going to go over the whole thing. The meeting was recorded, and I did post it to our YouTube channel. So if you need any more information on that, please tune into the YouTube channel. You check the fluid with the lift down. The Braun lift is all gravity. As it comes down, it does not use the pump. Your duty cycle, you should do a service every 750 cycles is when it's lubed, and you go over it then. We go over ours just like everybody else every PM. He said that there was a problem. You have to keep the area under the threshold clean, the threshold plate. Dirt builds up there and causes issues. So that's just a quick recap on our last meeting. And again, the meeting was recorded, so you can get all the information on the YouTube channel. Today's presentation will be on G-Tech bus parts. Our presenter is Ryan Murphy and Jim Mitchell with New York Bus Sales. So take it away.
I'll start introductions. I'm Steve Quintel, part sales manager with G-Tech Bus Parts and New York Bus Sales. Jim Mitchell is our part sales support specialist. He's also become our e-com specialist. So he'll be doing a demonstration on e-com today. And then with our joint partnership with Zepp, we have a nice demonstration of some Zepp products as well. I'll pass the mic around to Jim and then Ryan and then Dan Hill for their introductions.
Okay, I guess I'll get right into this. So I'm going to just share my screen. We're going to talk about the, as soon as I get there. So just answer for me. You can see the screen currently? Yes?
Yep, sorry. I think we all gave you the thumbs up, but you probably
Oh,
can't
I'm
see.
sorry. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the screen now. So, anyways, appreciate your organization having us this morning and take a couple minutes to talk about our e-commerce site, or what I like to call our customer order and research portal. What you have in front of you is a screen that you'll see as soon as you go to the website, which is g-techparts.com. And as we go through this, I'm just going to simply kind of talk about the screen and then functions and functionality of that. So obviously, with any website, you have to sign into it, which if you don't already have credentials for the website, it's very, very simple to contact Ryan Murphy, or certainly myself or Steve, and we will be able to get you credentials to access the site. So I'm going to sign in just quickly as me. You specifically, after you sign in, you would not see this particular screen because the system will know who you are, but I have to sign in because it knows that I'm an employee. So we have a test customer already set up, so we can use it on these demonstrations. So going from, say, we're going to start at the top and then work our way down the page. So right at the top, obviously we have, if you ever need us for anything particular, whether it's website related or parts related, our toll-free number is here at the top. And next to that, to the right, is a section that's called My Account, and there are quite a few things in there to do, and I'll go through those in detail in just a second, and then obviously a sign out button as well. Moving down this page, there is a menu section, which is a kind of a real overview of the site. It gives you all the categories that you can go to and look into from there. There is a quick order function, which again, we'll go into in a lot of detail here in just a second. New products section, and then the ever popular search bar, which you can enter a part number, an item number, a brand, or a category. And then next to that is your cart, and you would see obviously a number in there if you had something in your cart that you were about to place an order on. Just below that, there is a section to search by vehicle, that is make, model, year, and engine, that you would fill in. And then you would click on this button over here, which is a search button, and then there's a clear next to that when you're done with that particular vehicle search. Just below that is a banner section where we place current items that are running. In this particular case, you can see that it's a promotional piece. It's our Start the New Year Right sale booklet. Anything that's on this banner, you can click on. So if you click on it, you obviously go to that exact publication. So this is the cover of the particular sale flyer, and you can scroll through this just as if you had the flyer in front of you on your desk. We typically have, listings of part numbers, prices at times, and I apologize if I'm scrolling quickly, but I want to get down. We will occasionally, whether it's a new product or something that we want to show you as information, this is a features and benefits and technical bulletin on SKF Scott Seal Plus XL. That's the hand installed oil bath seal. So there's a 2-page flyer for that. And then in this particular publication, we added a new product that was just available in these dust shields that now come packaged as a complete section front or rear axle. So that is really the banner. Again, it just changed. You see there's a new product bulletin and so on and stuff like that. There's one more that I wanted to show you, and this is a brand new informational flyer that we put together about collision and body repair that we offer at our Chittenango, New York facility. So there's a listing of some services there, and then a listing of just some general part categories that we can help with. So just below the banner area, and again, that'll change, on a regular type basis, right? So below that is we've got a listing or a brief listing of our most popular part categories, whether it's brakes, exhaust, suspension parts, windows, mirrors, or whatever it is. And I will go into this in a little detail, but you can obviously click on one of these categories and look at different parts. So let's just take a second and really look at some detail of things, so I don't hold everybody up too long. So in the My Account area, that is where your account settings are at. It will show you your addresses, your bill to and ship to addresses. That Change Customer one is just really for me. And then it also has an order history button, which is really great. If you have recent orders in the system that you've placed before, your order history will be here. It will give you the order number, the date you placed the order total, obviously where it was shipped to and or picked up to or at, and then a PO number if you add one. If you ever want to look at one of these orders, you can simply click on it and this order will open up, and again, will give you that information about the status, the order date, shipping, and so on, what the invoice total was. And then below there, it will show you all of the pieces that you had on that particular order and quantity thereof. What I like about this is that just by chance, if you wanted to, you had placed this order a couple of weeks ago and you wanted all of these pieces again, you could simply click this reorder button and it will place all of those pieces back in your cart again. And you can start, you're actually starting another order via this method. Again, it's pretty simple. This is just a flat out order history of everything that you've done previously. So just below that section on the top, we have, like I said, that menu. This is more of a complete description of all of the categories that we have that are available, whether it's in the chassis for brake and exhaust and cooling systems and so on, whether it's body, that would be mirrors and windows and stop arms and all that, accessories, supplies, if there are new products there and or promotions that need to be shown. So I'll move from there to what's called the quick order function. And this is a great place. If you know part numbers that you want to order, all you have to do, instead of going to the search bar, all you have to do is enter them here. And I'll just demonstrate a couple of pieces. This is actually a foam back for a seat. You can click on that and tell it to add it to an order. It tells you that the item was added. However, you need to do one more thing, and that is, if let's say we're through and this is all you wanted to order, we need to add these now to the cart, because you can see that it's not actually in the cart, but it has been added to an order that you started. So I can simply say, add it to my cart. It takes me to my cart. I see it. I can go to checkout. It tells me what the subtotal of the order was. It tells me what the promotional discount is, because we offer a 2% discount on any purchase that's done through a website. It tells us where we're going to be billing it to and where we're going to be shipping it to. And if I continue, I can now actually place the order. I can say that I do not want this. For me, I really do not want to process. But if you want to put whatever your PO number is or any other caption, if you want in there, it's fine. This area here, it says have a promotion code. This is something that we're working on, and we will be able to have a promotion code in that section that you can include there and take advantage of a promotion. If I wanted to just place this order, I would just simply click place. And again, it gives me a review of it, and I can choose to either print it, I can continue shopping, or I can add to a list. So let's just continue to shop. So that is the quick order function. What I wanted to just talk about briefly is I showed you how you could add it part by part. You can actually upload an order if you wanted, and there's a template in this site. When you go to this upload order section, You can add part numbers to a spreadsheet, and you can just simply attach this spreadsheet and download this order directly to us that in that fashion as well. So it's a little more complicated. I would think that if you want to get used to this, that certainly one of us can help you through it, just so that we don't have any problems along the way. Okay. So that's the quick order function. Moving across the page for new products. When we have new products, we will certainly put them here in this section. Again, I think you remember these dust shields from our promotional flyer. There was a new product there as well. So that's someplace that you can always continue to check back on. Okay, this is the search bar. Again, if you click on it and you have any search history, which obviously I have, you can type in a new part number there, or you can simply choose one from a previous list. So I typed in the number 58, which happens to be a decal. You can see that the first part number that comes up is highlighted in yellow. Since I put in a 2-digit number for a search, the system wants to search everything with parts of that number, certainly the 5 and the 8. But the number that we typed in should come up first in the list and first on the display. So again, this is a decal. It's an emergency exit arrow. I mention it only because we have a great in-house graphics department, custom graphics department, where we make decals, create decals, signs, banners, and things like that right in our Chittenango office. So that is a service you can use as well. So if this was the particular part that I wanted, I could click on it. It tells me that we have 17 in stock. If I want to know by chance where they are, they happen to be only in our Chittenango location at the moment. If they were in our Albany or our Rochester or our Connecticut branches, it would also show that there. So that was entering items, part numbers that you know, into the search bar. If you wanted to type in just simply a category, here's cleaning, and it will bring up anything that is referenced to, shop supplies, cleanups supplies, things like that. If we wanted to do sorry for my typing skills. Hand cleaners, it would bring up all of our hand cleaners, or at least hopefully all of our hand cleaners. Just do want to mention kind of a disclaimer that I always talk about is that our site, I suppose like any site, is nowhere near perfect. We are in constant development and constant change for our website. So usually we tell everyone who is a user that if you have some feedback, obviously if you run into a problem, that you should let us know, and we will try to correct it to our best of our abilities. Okay, so I'm going to move down to this search by vehicle method. So at the moment, I want to look at a Bluebird medium duty bus. It happens to be a Vision. I'm going to choose just a year of 2019, and it's going to have a Cummins engine. I would click on this spyglass, I guess, if you want to call it that. So now everything I'm going to be looking at is specifically for a 2019 Bluebird medium duty Vision bus with a Cummins ISB17 engine. I apologize for the internet taking just a second. Okay, so again, here are the categories that you can look at for parts for this particular bus. I happen to be looking for an exhaust pipe. So I click on pipes. And this one happens to be a rear over the axle pipe that I wanted to look at, that I was interested in. So I wanted to click on it. I can see that we have 7 in stock. Again, I can click on the warehouse. Hopefully there's more than just Chittenango. I can add any particular quantity to my cart. This particular part now has one other item that I wanted to show you. It has what's called two related products available. So if I click on that button, it's going to show me some related parts that I may need or I may want to use during this installation of this part. So here you see, obviously, this is an exhaust pipe. There, the system suggests that I might want to order a 4-inch U-clamp, or I might want to order a 4-inch seal clamp for the exhaust. So I, again, can choose a quantity. I can add it to my cart and therefore add it to my order. Okay, so that was the search by vehicle. If you remember, I did say, and you can see that it's still all this make, model, and year and stuff is still on here, are still listed here, kind of grayed out, but it's listed here. And I don't need that particular vehicle anymore, so I'm just going to click the clear button, and now I can go on with my business and do what I wanted to do. You can, as I said, you can click on any one of these categories, and it will, again, just continue to break down each of the areas that you may want to look at and or order parts for. Again, this is just a very, this is an overview of the parts. Again, if you wanted the specific one that you didn't know the part number for, you really need to use the search by vehicle, make, model, year, and so on, and you will get to the exact part that you wanted. Again, if you look at the bottom of this particular page, it will again give you our toll-free number. It gives you our email address in case you have any issues or you need to contact us for anything in particular. I guess I will open it up, and if there's any questions.
Okay.
I'll take that as a no.
I got a question.
Sure.
Say we need a part right away. Like, we got DOT tomorrow, we need a part. Do you offer any delivery other than UPS? I'm assuming that that's how you ship your parts is UPS, right?
Yes. Yes. Steve?
Yeah, I was just waiting. I didn't want to interrupt. So we do have a couple of delivery options. For anything that fits in a flat rate UPS box, UPS seems to be the quickest, fastest, most efficient way to do that. We also do have a delivery van that usually has a weekly run per area. The biggest hold up there currently is if it's something you need tomorrow and your run isn't for another couple of days. We are looking into some carrier options for the future. Nothing I'm comfortable delivering at this time, just because I've learned not to overpromise and underdeliver. But we are looking at some options to have things like daily delivery or every other day delivery in the future.
Hey, I got a question. Most of our stuff, like 90% of our stuff, has to be on bid. So when I order from you, does my bid price automatically populate, or does the regular everyday Joe price pop up?
If we've been awarded bid items under your account, that is the price that you should be seeing on e-commerce. And if it isn't, there's a technical glitch there. And if you make us aware of it, we'll make the correction. But
right.
And by looking at your site, it looks like you provide parts for all the different buses.
We do. So we should have. I can't say that again. Every part number that we have is definitely not on that site.
Mm-hmm.
It's again, we're working towards that. But yes, there are all makes, all models parts available. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so Dan, thank you for bringing that up. We are very much increasing our catalog overall, not just on ecom, but internally as well, to provide support for all makes and all models of buses. So please keep us in mind. There are occasionally those parts that are proprietary, and those might be harder. We don't always have the resources of a true OEM dealer for anything other than Bluebird and Girardin, but there are quite a bit of things we can get our hands on. Roscoe Mirrors, for example, we're a direct distributor for them, and they seem to fit just about everything. Thomas IC, Bluebird, etc., lights, and we could probably go down the list, but if there's no further questions on ecom, I'll pass it off to Dan Hill with Zep.
Can you hear me all right?
We can hear
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
good. All right, I'm Dan Hill. Can you see me? I'm doing this demo on the outside, so bear with me. I've been with Zep 22 years, and we've partnered up with New York Bus Sales and GTech. As a consultant, application and products, anything we offer, I can help you with through Ryan. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Zep products and the application. I'm going to show you a couple things. They've got a promo for the hand cleaner where you get a 4-gallon case, you get a free wall dispenser. I don't know if you can see the cherry bomb and the TKO. This is a wall dispenser. These are, I mean, you can use it with an elbow. They are adjustable also. You only need one squirt on the hand cleaner. Now, I'm just doing this just to get my hands dirty, make it real life. So, I mean, you know, the cherry bomb has a little bit of solvency in it. It's got the fragrance and pumice. So go right from the bus, rub it into your hands. Don't get it wet because it has a little bit of that solvency, so the hand cleaner will just run right off. So this is just water. But, I mean, you know, you can see does a good job on that. The other hand cleaner is the TKO. That's solvent free. Still has the pumice, you know, the lanolin in it. So depending on your personal preference, you know, that works the same way. Even if your hands are a little bit wet, it's not going to run off because it's a water-based, doesn't have the solvent. This time of year, a lot of times the hands will dry out, got all the diesel fuel and oils and different things, brake clean, whatever you're dealing with on a daily basis. It's just Mother Nature in itself. But same thing, rubbing it in. You know, does a real good job. Now, this other product, I mean, it's not on the promo, but it's called Zep Glove. What that is that's a barrier you can rub in before you start your day. It won't leave your hands oily. It just helps when you get the cleaning and with a hand cleaner, it helps the grease and everything get off the hands. So that's another product in the line that may be helpful to you. But again, that's the cherry bomb sold in the 4-gallon case, the TKO sold in the 4-gallon case, and I know that, you know, they have an ongoing special. You can get a free wall dispenser with a 4-gallon case. So the other thing Zep has, hope you can all see this all right, is our ZDS dispenser. Basically, that's a concentrated dispenser. You can pull product, mix it with water. On the inside, there's different tips that we can put on to pull when you pull a product. So it has, say, for example, our TNT is a 25-to-1. So you can pull the product, hook it up to your hose for the water inlet. You're just pushing the button and going into your bucket. A lot of the bus places have bucket and have bus washes. So this is just another way to have consistent delivery of the product, so you're not wasting it, not overusing it. So I mean, you can use this on, we got a product called A1. It's a liquid floor cleaner. If you have floor scrubbers, mix it in there. It won't harm the floor scrubber. You can, push the button. You can lock this in, put it on your floor scrubber, fill it up, use it. Obviously, we also have that flash. It looks like the orange tang for the floor cleaner. It has the color indicator. You can just spread that on there, or super flash too. But this is just to show you the versatility that can be had with the water-based concentrated products, not just the TNT, but the floor cleaner, general purpose cleaner, those kind of things. This is just an example of one of the handheld sprayers. Actually, it's a pump-up sprayer. You can put, for example, you could put TNT in there. You could put Formula 50 as a spot degreaser and use that as like an aerosol can. You're just a manual sprayer that's adjustable, and it has a clear view, so you know how many ounces, so you can mix it properly. So it's just a quick, easy way to make yourself your own aerosol can in whatever application you want. That's available too. Then of course the general blank quart dispensers. ZEP 40, which it's our general purpose aerosol glass cleaner. Dual Force 45. That is our penetrant lubricant. It has PTFE, which is Teflon. Okay. We've had that in the line quite a while. I mean, the demo is try and pick this up after you spray it on. Obviously, you can't. The other product is the ZEP 45 Sidewinder is our super penetrant. If you just want to break rust, bolts, that kind of thing, that's what we go for. Getting over to the ZEP, the Cherry Bomb hand wipes, same as the Cherry Bomb, but you've got a reuse, a disposable, portable. If you have a service truck, you get the same properties and benefits of a hand cleaner. You don't have to have water source. Those are also available. There's 4 tubs in a case. Our ZEP Preserve, this is our bulk. Some applications on a bus, say for your battery cabinet, you could spray that. It's on the terminals. It's a moisture displacer. It's also a penetrant. You could spray it on there as a quick clean and protectant for that area of the bus. Also, you could use it as a temporary rust preventive on the bottom on the frame and keep reusing it. It's a cost effective. We have refillable air charged sprayers that you can use with this too. I mean, if you want just ZEP 50, this is a foaming orange based engine degreaser. You can spot clean an engine. It's water based. You can rinse it off with water. Some places like this because it's a quick and easy to use. The ZEP Clear, which is our concentrated windshield washer fluid and antifreeze. We sell it concentrated. There's a couple ways you could go. You could get an empty drum, mix the product and water, have it ready to use. We also have a drum mounted dispenser you can use in the winter, a winter formula, which would be more concentrated, and a summer formula. So you're not wasting the product to get the best use out of it. It gets rid of the bugs. It won't smear. That's available. Big Orange E is our orange-based limonene degreaser. Most places use it as a ready-to-use. You can cut it with water, but most places just like using it as a ready-to-use degreaser. Just for example, I'm just putting some tranny fluid in here because of the color. Makes it easy to show. You could just put you can just see that that kind of thing. It's going to accumulate into the bottom on its own as a great degreaser. We also have a product called Sorbent. It's white. It'll absorb everything except hydrofluoric acid, which most places don't have. So you could do oil, water, antifreeze. it'll encapsulate it and won't release it. I mean, it's another good thing for the landfill application because, you know, let's face it. I mean, everybody's got the Speedy Dry, but that's clay-based and a lot of it gets wasted. So I'm just going to put a little here. You know, it's very light. So you can see how that is. So I'll just put a little in there. And it'll clump up. I mean, if you haven't got enough, like I don't have enough, just put a little more on there. That's all. It's not going to hurt anything. It'll clump everything right up. It'll look like, you know, Play-Doh consistency. You know, it'll clump right up in the hand. It's not going to hurt. You know, so that's another product. I mean, a 50-pound, it's not a 50-pound bag, but the 50-pound size, which is only weighs maybe 8 pounds, will absorb 10 times itself. So those are some of the things we got. I also wanted my vehicle. That's pretty TNT, the bus wash real quick. So I apologize for the movement, but we're going over here. I didn't think on February 15th I'd be doing this outside, so here we are. Oh, can you see the car? Let me know. Can you see the car okay?
Yeah, we can see it.
TNT, I'm putting this is our model 481 foamer, all right? I'm just going to put this in. You can just pour this in straight. And on this 481 foamer, you can put different size tips in here. This is the pickup tube. Just going to put it on the container, tighten it. And on the end of the hose, you have a quick disconnect. So you're just going to snap that on. Turn the water on. All the way. Then when you're done, you can just set it down. The thing with this, or any bus wash, is you don't want it to dry. So you can leave this on 30 seconds to a minute. As long as it doesn't dry on there, you're good. Normally, if this is a hot summer day, you want to cool the surface off with water before you put any kind of detergent on it. So I'm not going to use any brushes or anything, but this attacks the dirt, the bugs, and in the winter, it's also a salt neutralizer, meaning it's going to pull the salt from the surface. I mean, salt's a corrosive, so it's not really on the pH scale, but it'll pull it from the surface, neutralize it, and it'll wash off the vehicle. So you're getting a detergent, you're getting a salt neutralizer all in one product. Normally, 25-1 is the ratio. The other nice thing about this is you can just rinse that off. So you can see, I mean, obviously it gets, without me touching it with a brush, which you could do, but as dirty as it was, they call, you know, that one of the features is it says it's a touchless. So you could do this, you know, instead of going bucket and brush, you could use it through here. The other thing is that whatever dispenser you have in the bus wash, TNT can be hooked up, and I can help with that. So it's a versatile product, and just wanted to show you something that maybe help with what you got and improve what systems you got going. So does anybody have any questions?
Is that soap biodegradable? Like, could it be used outside, like on the ground?
Yeah, it doesn't have any phosphorus or any of those kind of things that would be harmful. Of course, detergents are biodegradable, but what are they rinsing off, right? But most of you guys have an oil water separator in your drain, so you kind of get past that, But it is biodegradable in itself, in dilution. Yes. Any other questions on the TNT or the hand cleaner or the penetrant lubricant? Now, the other thing, it's not just these things. It's the ZEP catalog line. So anything that you have questions on, ask Ryan. He can ask me. Can help you with the application, show you more specific products at your location. And I'm here to help. So if there's no other questions, I appreciate the time today, and everybody enjoy the spring weather for the next day or two. Thanks.
Thanks, Dan. And just to reiterate on that, if anybody is interested in seeing any of the ZEP products up close and in person, reach out to Ryan Murphy and we can schedule a demonstration at your facility. And thank you to the Capital Region HMA for having us and giving us the time to present.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Does anybody have any other questions for now? Okay. Well, I want to thank you guys, Steve, Jim, Dan, for the presentation. Like I said, it is recorded, so people can check it out as we move on, even the people that didn't get to see this presentation. And it does give us another option moving forward to where to purchase parts. Our next meeting will be held on March 15th, 2023, of course. It will be on air conditioning. I reached out to Ryan Hemmond with New York Bus Sales. I haven't finalized it yet, but we'll probably have either him or Leonard might move forward and do air conditioning. We also have Mr. Al Karam, like we said earlier, that will be offered to present on the infrastructure of electric buses. This summer seminar is a go. We are currently working on the vendors. I put that out. We're looking for more vendors to be at the show. It's going to be at the On Center. July 13th is going to be the date. We're set up as the 12th. We're going to have rooms at the Crown Plaza. I don't have anything ready yet for us, for our chapter. But as soon as we get all the vendors set up, I will work on putting out a email to all of us that we can all sign on to and how many people we're going to have go. I know that they're working on Cummins training. They're working on DOT is going to be there. So it should be a really good event this year. And like I said, as we get moving forward, I will invite everybody. We'll all be able to sign in, and we'll have a head count and we'll book rooms, and it should be good. So does anybody have anything else to add? Any questions to today's meeting? Okay. If you do come up with any questions or anything, please email me. Please let me know, and we'll definitely answer your questions. And look for the email that I'm going to be sending out for all of us, all the people that are going to go to the summer seminar. Other than that, I will see everybody on March 15th for the next meeting, air conditioning.
Thanks, Dan.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll
See
see
you
you guys later.
Have a good day.
Yep.
Have
Bye
a
now.
good one.
Thanks, Danny.